Alright guys, let's talk about profit and loss. So before we start the questions guys, make sure you know what these terms mean. So what is a profit guys? A profit is simply when we sell something for more than what we bought it for. Then we get a little bit of a benefit, don't we? In that case we get a profit. Now a loss occurs when we sell it for something less than what we bought it for initially. Then we make a loss. So just those two terms you need to understand, and then you can answer the questions really easily. So let's start with question 1. It says a car was bought for $50,000 and sold for $37,000. So this car was bought for this much and sold for this much. Just remember those two key values. Part A is asking us to state the cost price. The cost price is the price that we initially bought the car for. See how it was bought for that much money? $500,000? So $50,000. That is the cost price. Okay guys, and that is all. So basically stating from what the question gives you. Very simple question. Now B is asking us to state whether a profit or loss was made. Now, look at what we sold it for. We sold it for $37,000. Is $37,000 less than or more than $50,000? It's obviously less than, isn't it? It's less than what we bought it for, so that in that case we make a loss. That is all you need to state. So you just have to make sure you know whether or not the selling price is less than or greater than the cost price. Just keep that in mind, and that will help you for the next few questions as well. So, question 2. It says a house was bought for $700,000 and was sold for $820,000. And it's asking us to first state the cost price. Now see, the house is bought for this much. That's the cost price, the amount that we bought it for. So $700,000 is the cost price. Now B, it's asking us to state whether the profit or loss was made. So is it a profit or is it a loss? Now look at the selling price guys. It was sold for $820,000. That is more than the cost price, isn't it? In that case it's a profit. We get a bit of a bonus, we get a benefit, don't we? So that's a profit. Question 3. A computer was sold for $700 when it originally costed $900. So, state the cost price. See, it was sold for this much and it was originally costing $900. So the cost price must be the initial price, the original price, which is $900. Now B, it's asking us to state whether a profit or loss was made. Now, it was sold for $700. Is $700 more than or less than $900? It's less than, isn't it? So it was sold for something less than what we initially bought it for, so therefore it's a loss. Make sense, guys? It's pretty straightforward, isn't it? Question 4. An antique chair was sold for $1,000 when it was purchased for $800. Now you can see, it was stating the cost price to start off with. It was sold for this much, but it was initially purchased for $800. The purchase price, the price that we bought it for, is the cost price, so the $800 is the cost price. Now B, we have to state whether a profit or a loss was made. We sold it for $1,000. $1,000 is clearly more than $800, isn't it? So we sold it for something more than we bought it for, so therefore it must be a profit. Okay guys, that is all. Profit and loss.